I was driving to Oxford. Sandra's in the car and she said, "You're going to love this." And I was like, "What is it?" Goran, have you heard of this thing called lucky girl syndrome?
Okay, I haven't heard of it. Just let me ask you a few questions before you tell me what it is. It's obviously not a medical condition, is it? Although you've got syndrome on the end. It's a play on words, right? Lucky girl syndrome.
It's a TikTok trend.
It's a TikTok trend that you... okay. Is it about a girl who finds a rich dude? Is it to do something about that? No?
No.
I'm not even close on it. No. Right, you tell me, man. Lucky girl syndrome. What is this?
So basically, it is thousands of lucky girls thinking they are lucky. That's basically it. No, that's a really shit explanation. So here's how it works. You tell yourself that everything works out in favor for you. The universe is rigged in your favor and that you are the luckiest person. You now have lucky girl syndrome. That's the concept. It's manifestation on steroids.
It's not. That's just normal manifestation. That's been around for ages. What's the difference? There's nothing different about that. Except.
This has been taken too far. So it's got over 80 million views on TikTok, and it's taking the piss, because to think that 80 million people could all be lucky at once is the dumbest hypothesis I've ever heard in my life. That is not luck. That is clearly something outside of that, which doesn't correlate with luck per se.
I agree with that. It reminds me of a scene of Bruce Almighty, you know, when Jim Carrey plays God and he starts getting prayers from everybody. And so he sets this automatic thing, which is like yes to all prayers, and everybody wins the lottery.
Yes.
And there's like a scene on the news like, so everybody won the lottery, which was like $25 each. It makes no sense at all, does it? So, the law of attraction, the manifestation, I mean, I've read about that a long time ago. The Secret is based on this whole thing.
It's bollocks. Your boy, James Johnny, has spoken about this law of attraction shit. He did a video on it. And I watched it the same day as this came out, because I was just thinking, let's have a look. And that video summed things up very well, which is saying law of attraction is so speculative, it could be anything. There are people who swear by it who are celebrities. He said, however, those celebrities who have already made it, what's to say they were not going to make it anyway? And then you're also missing out the millions of people beneath that didn't make it with that mindset. So it doesn't work.
No, but it's not black or white. See, this is where you're getting it wrong. What James Johnny says is obviously a massive proponent is take action. You have to do something. Sitting there, me all day thinking food's going to come, food's going to come, food's going to come. No. But the side of which is positive mindset, yes. What's that thing? Luck. What did Roy Keane said? He said luck is practice meeting opportunity or something like that. Like you're ready. Like you put in the effort and the work, and then when opportunity comes, you're ready. That's luck. And that's probably the best definition of luck that I've found. I like the concept of the positive thinking. That's good. But if you do it just alone,
that's where I draw the line.
Correct. I agree with that.
Positive thinking is fine. I've got no problem with positivity in your day, but thinking that this is going to make the be all and end all of everything is stupid. So saying, oh, I'm thinking great, great things are going to happen, and then sitting there doing fuck all about it is not going to help anything.
Do you know what I mean?
It doesn't work. Also, why is this only exclusive to ladies? Why is it not the luckiest person? That's not very inclusive, is it? For a TikTok trend? I thought that's very unfortunate.
A bit sexist there. Nice. Indy's a bit tricky.
What about the guys? Yeah. Why can't we be the luckiest men in the world, huh?
I mean, speak for yourself, man. I'm pretty lucky. I don't know how you feel. You're forced to clean things. Maybe that's why you're not feeling lucky. I don't know. Maybe if you look from another side, you're so lucky that you have been given the seva to clean the flat. Edna sochya okay? It's all about the way you look at things. Perception, brother.
Look at this guy and his bloody manifestation habits, yeah? To take it up a notch on this, the BBC did actually talk to people about this. And one of them was a girl who I think is Punjabi. Her name's Damana Kaur, okay? And she basically said, I thought that this is bollocks.
Right.
I tried it. I gave myself daily affirmations. And her exact quote was, She had a dream of being a model and was recently booked for a photo shoot. She had the opportunity to work with big brands online. It didn't happen until I shifted my mindset to say it's going to happen. And ever since I feel like opportunities have just been flying at my face and everything is working out. Okay. But did she reach out to those people to go and get that? Did she try and do modeling beforehand? Did she do photo shoots beforehand? Has she got a portfolio? Is she pretty? Like, all of those other things really apply to this scenario for it to work out.
Yeah, so the stickling point for you is that she's giving all of the accreditation to the manifestation.
Yes.
That's your point, isn't it?
Yes.
Okay. Yeah, I hold a similar thing. It's about, like, people get better as well. And they say, this is what made me better. An old version of me would be like, but how do you notice that? How do you notice that? Now I don't care, man. If something makes you better, fine. If you're succeeding, fine. If you think it's because of this, fine. Don't care, man. Don't care. A couple of years ago,
as a doctor, you're thinking next patient, get out.
No.
That's what you're thinking.
Look, definitely not that. Just clear the air here. When I did that video that everyone thought was really like some bad, unempathetic doctor, it's definitely not that. It's just more that placebo, not placebo, if there's something that gives somebody hope and they have true belief in it, like, what is belief, man? That's the question. What is belief? I think I've told you this before, Indy. The best definition of belief I got was when I was in Milan. We're in the Duomo, the cathedral. You go inside, there's a red dot at the top, like a light, like a red light. And the tour guide was like, right, so where that red light is, guys, is said to be the nail that was in Christ. The actual nail on the crucifix. So somebody in our group said, how do we know that that is the nail? The guy, chuckled a little bit, and then he basically said, listen, if you think and believe that this is the nail in Christ, this is the nail in Christ. If you believe it's not the nail in Christ, it's not. That is belief. That's it. Belief is whatever you believe. Simple. So when it comes to manifestation, if people are...
That's stupid.
No, it's not stupid. But you know where I draw the line? You said the thing about positive thinking. I agree. And the other thing is, it's where people start imposing it on others. I think that's where I get the problem. It's when people come up to you and say, like, you need to do this. If it works for you, that's fine. If I've asked for, why do you think you're successful, or tell me some things that have made life easier for you, or whatever, fine, bring it up. It's when people just start talking about it and saying, everyone should do this. This is all you need to do. That's where I draw the line.
Let's flip it on its head. This manifestation trend has also been used for many other bad things, such as manifesting and thinking, everything's great in like an MLM. So if you're in a multi-level marketing scheme or a scam, a lot of that is based on cult habits, trying to think positive. And if you don't think positively enough, it's your fault. So the problem with manifestation is if it doesn't work out for you, there is that. But also in this article, it says, if you have the problem with manifestation and it becomes a problem in your head,
you're the problem. You
are thinking it's because of my fault. And it's not going to fix medical conditions. It's not going to make yourself feel better by manifesting it. It doesn't work like that. If you have a real problem that needs to be seen, go and see somebody. Trying to pull yourself out of a rut by just thinking good isn't really going to do it. You might need some actual proper intervention. This is what I don't like about this manifestation stuff. And some girl apparently took it even further. Let's just read this last bit out, Goran.
Go.
Let me just find it. So, let me just quickly scroll through.
The big sigh from Indy.
This girl, Holly, tells herself she's going to get what she wants, and 99% of the time, she does.
Okay.
So she believes she has lucky girl syndrome, and she has used it to help her find last-minute flights, move into her flat, and even winning rock, paper, scissors. Loads of little things like that, which I don't think could ever actually work, is something of pure luck. It's stupid, man. No, it's too much. It's too much, honestly. I hate it.
I just want to get on that last point there. Why do you hate so much? Why the such negative affiliation with it? Why is it triggering you? I need to understand that.
Because I feel like stuff like this gets taken out of hand and people just pin it down to one thing and don't realize the other factors that they have in their life going for them. Because if I go to somebody now who is in a working class job and I say to them, manifest it, everything will be great. One day you can live in a mansion. They'll look at me like, are you dumb? No, that's not going to
dizzy
happen.
blood.
So this manifestation shit needs to have the right circumstances and the right minerals or chemicals to have a combustion. It cannot be the entire thing. It doesn't work like that.
Yeah. So you're saying it's part of.
That's why I have a problem with this manifestation stuff. It's part of a bigger thing. I've got no problem with positive thinking, but it needs to have a point where it stops and says, right, manifestation is not going to get you to this upper echelon of everything. It might help you think that you can get into it, and then you attempt it and it might work out for you. That is great. I've not got a problem with that. But if you attempt it and fail, don't blame the manifestation or blame yourself for thinking, I didn't think about this hard enough. That's where I have a problem with it, because I can see people getting obsessed about it. Because if you think, well, it worked for them, it worked for them. Why isn't it working for me? Who are you going to point the finger at?
So yourself. Actually, although you're triggered, you're actually coming from a place of concern. You're now looking at the detrimental side of, yes, look, it's nice when things work out, irrespective of the cause, coincidence, other things happening. You're saying when it doesn't work out, and you're right about that, these cults, man. There are like the terms and conditions where, because they always say, none of these things are FCA regulated, right? So all these courses and fake gurus and stuff. So they'll say, these results we cannot guarantee. And if you don't get the results, then it's on you. It's not the training. The training is never the problem. The manifestation is not the problem. You're the problem. Which again, in terms of self-worth and self-esteem is very bad, man. And that's why a lot of people I know, man, have spent years and years and years in this kind of the dark side of personal development, right? Jumping around, going to courses, attending all these things, going deep into people's funnels, only to be like, you know what, I haven't really done anything. I haven't got better as a person. I haven't achieved the things I wanted to achieve. But I'm now addicted to just attending courses, So, yeah, I think to summarize, concern is what you're saying is there needs to be some caution and concern coming from Indy. Yeah. Good lad.
Yeah, caution and concern, but also please don't take this too far. Just keep working hard. Keep doing the stuff that you think you're doing is correct. If you've got a problem with that and you don't think it's working properly, reach out to somebody that you think can evaluate things with perspective.
Reach out to Indy. Reach out to Mr. Indy. He'll tell you how to clean his flat. He'll tell you how to do NLP. He'll tell you how to stack. He'll tell you how to use a clothes horse. He knows. He'll tell you how to be conjuice.
I will not do that.
He'll tell you how to gift hack. I
will not do that. I will not do that.
I reach out to him.
I will not do that.
You will. The fans want it. He will eat the cheese. He'll dye the beard. He will do it. No problem.
I'll do none of this, man.
Do you know what I love doing with you? Good. Do you know what I love doing on a live podcast when we have scripted it? Is just taking shit from nowhere and then just bringing it into conversation and just watching your face. It's like, I love doing it, man. It makes me really happy.
I'll just sit here and be here we go. He's on his flipping stupidness again.
Yeah. But people love it. That's real me, man. This is me when I've had Coke. I've not had Coke. Coca-Cola, just to be clear.
Yeah. Good clarity, because that's what I thought in my head. I was like, Dr. Chitala.
Dr. Chitala. I want that cheetah.
Oh, man.
Lovely.
What's your thoughts on manifestation in general, though? Do you think it has a place? Do you think that there should be a time and a place?
When I discovered manifestation, this is probably the time I read Napoleon's book, Think and Grow Rich. Okay, that's probably the most popular book. After that, it's probably the Secret.
Everyone has seen that book.
Which one? Think and Grow Rich. Yeah.
Yes.
So Napoleon Hill, Think and Grow Rich, and The Secret. Those are the two big ones in kind of manifestation land. And I did get deep in it for a while. Like I remember once when I was driving to hospital and I was thinking about like an empty parking spot for my car, and it happened a couple of times, and I was like, oh, like it's happening now, and then to be honest, like it kind of just
sorry,
yeah. Like I'm being honest with you, man. So then it kind of just faded, and I was like, okay, it's definitely part of life, and the positivity is there, and the affirmations are there. I think when you first get into things, you try and do everything. There's a book called The Miracle Morning, and you do these things every single day. But after a while, you realize there's certain things that you like doing, enjoy doing, you find, either peace or gratitude from. And I stick with those. For example, I prefer journaling, definitely. But then since we're doing the podcast, I find I have to journal a lot less because we kind of like live journal. I tell people that all the time. That's definitely one of the best things to come out of the podcast is just talking about stuff and doing like live reactions and just kind of, just sorting out your thoughts as you're going along. But yeah, I think now the point I'm at in my life, I think I think my faith, my Sikhi, I think is probably definitely has higher precedence over, say, manifestation. If I'm going to put my trust in something, then I'd rather have my trust in that rather than just thinking, as it were. But there's a beautiful thing that somebody told me once, which was, we were talking about the value of prayer, right? And you can use prayer as kind of like an analogy here to manifestation. And basically what the person was saying is, it's okay to pray, or it's good to pray, but God is going to give you the fal. He's going to give you the fruits of your labor, right? So you have to put in the effort, right? And, he'll provide opportunities. Don't expect things to just be fully. The opportunity is the answer to your prayer sometimes, right? That can be the thing, but you need to learn how to take these opportunities and do something. You have to be a doer. That's probably anyone who's doing manifestation, positivity, wants to make change in their life, any of these things, action. One thing I always tell my coaching clients is an inch of movement is better than a mile of intention. Okay? An inch of movement is better than a mile of intention. Do something.
Yeah.
That's it.